Money worries are universal, and customers are on the hunt for solutions. Investing in quality content to answer these mounting concerns builds trust and offers tremendous value to your target audience. To ensure you're meeting your customers' needs and standing out from the competition, avoid these 5 common content marketing mistakes in personal finance. Mistake 1, not understanding your audience. Without a clear understanding of your audience, you won't be able to address specific pain points and market appropriately. Writing about debt payoff or credit scores may be a waste of resources if your core audience is focused on diversifying investments for their retirement. How to avoid it? Do your homework. Build a detailed customer profile by digging into your audience demographics, surveying current users, checking your website analytics, and paying attention to social media engagement. Mistake 2, neglecting personalization. Effective personalization goes beyond just adding a name to an email. It should involve capturing data related to browser history, past purchases, and other information to create a customized journey for each customer. How to avoid it? Start by dividing your audience into segments and create content tailored to these groups. Each group should have a specific buyer journey featuring customized emails based on user behavior. These triggers will deliver content based on user actions and interactive content that provides personalized results. Mistake 3, ignoring SEO. Personal finance content is competitive, and Google's search rankings have strict standards. If your SEO strategies aren't meeting Google's EAT standards, you will have difficulty reaching your target audience. How to avoid it? Real testers, not bots, assess Google's EAT, so focus on writing for your customer and not the algorithm. Set up a system to ensure each piece follows SEO best practices. Mistake 4, non-compliance with financial regulations. Personal finance content comes with serious responsibility. If you're offering financial advice, you must follow strict regulations. Ignoring them can result in fines or worse. How to avoid it? Hire writers who know the finance industry and its regulations inside and out. Make sure you're familiar with the regulatory body governing your specific products and services to stay compliant. Mistake 5, lack of continuous learning and optimization. Personal finance isn't static. The economy, interest rates, and behavior constantly change. Your content should reflect those fluctuations. However, if you only focus on creating new content rather than also updating old posts, you may quickly lose relevance with search engines and readers. How to avoid it? Stay on top of industry trends, new products, new services, and regulatory changes. It's also a good idea to schedule regular content audits and updates to keep everything fresh and relevant. Wrapping up, a solid content strategy can drive traffic, build authority, and nurture strong customer relationships in the personal finance space, but only if you avoid these common missteps.
As online audiences consume massive amounts of content daily, more B2B marketers recognize the power of content marketing to connect with customers. But it's a lot easier said than done. Large companies must implement a plan to overcome these 3 B2B content marketing challenges. Challenge 1, producing high-quality content consistently. High-value content is difficult to produce and even harder to create consistently. To overcome this, you'll need to develop a comprehensive content calendar that builds a strategic framework for content creation and distribution. This lets you plan the types of content you need months in advance, making consistent, high-level content more feasible. Challenge 2, scaling content production. The amount of content produced by large B2B companies is substantial, and it's essential to balance quality with quantity. To achieve this, outsource content creation to external agencies or freelancers to ease the strain of your workload. That frees up your in-house team to maintain the quality of your company's brand as you scale up your content production. Challenge 3, measuring content marketing ROI. Content marketing boosts conversions over the long term, which makes it difficult to determine which types of content yield the best short-term ROI. To overcome this, map out the customer journey to identify which content pieces drive conversions and where there's a drop-off. This helps you pinpoint which pieces of your content produce positive results and which still need improving. Conquer these 3 challenges and your company will easily scale up high-quality content your audience needs.
Even savvy marketing pros can look at sales and marketing funnels through the same lens. However, understanding the differences can enhance your strategies to serve your customers' needs. We've put these 2 types of funnels head-to-head to help illustrate how they each can fit within your overall strategy. Purpose of the funnel. Marketing funnels take a long-term approach. It builds a relationship with the customer over time, taking them from initial brand awareness to loyalty and advocacy. Meanwhile, the sales funnel takes a short-term approach and focuses on what is needed to close the deal. Stages and scope. The marketing funnel encompasses the entire customer journey, from the moment a person becomes aware of a product or service to the point of purchase. Meanwhile, the sales funnel focuses on generating revenue and maximizing the conversion rate at each stage of the process. Activities and tactics. While marketing funnel tactics focus on building initial interest and driving traffic towards sales funnel tactics concentrate on personalized engagement and closing strategies to convert leads into customers. Metrics. Marketing funnel metrics should aim to gauge the level of brand awareness and interest in your products and services, while sales metrics should evaluate how effectively you qualify, engage, and convert leads into customers. Wrapping up. Marketing and sales funnels are both used by businesses to turn prospects into customers. Still, they serve different purposes and target different stages of the customer journey.
Artificial intelligence has completely transformed the content marketing world overnight. And because it is so new, the tips, tricks, and best practices are still being written. To evade these potential pitfalls, here are 5 AI mistakes every marketer needs to avoid. Mistake number 1, misunderstanding AI capabilities. AI is powerful, but it's not a magic bullet. AI is best used in a support role to enhance your work, not to do all the work itself. Mistake number 2, ignoring output quality. Be ready to regularly fact-check AI in order to avoid AI hallucinations. This is where AI generates a response that isn't true, which can lead to false news reports or inaccurate data. Mistake number 3, implementing AI too fast. It doesn't matter how powerful the AI is if you don't know where to deploy AI most effectively. Take time to define your objectives, specify your target audience, and identify the specific areas in your strategy where AI can add value. Mistake number 4, neglecting the need for human oversight. Keep an editor on hand to review your AI content, ensuring that you are still offering your readers a human connection that resonates with your target audience. Mistake number 5, not catching copyright infringements. If the work the AI generates inadvertently imitates someone else's work too closely, it can lead to unnecessary legal headaches or damage your brand's reputation. Avoid these 5 mistakes and your marketing content is open to limitless possibilities. Duplicate content can throw a wrench in your SEO efforts. The best marketing strategies focus on creating original, valuable content that keeps both your audience and search engines happy. Not sure how to spot or avoid it? Here are a few questions to help you understand duplicate content and how to steer clear of it. What is duplicate content in SEO? Google defines duplicate content as significant sections of content that exactly or closely match content found elsewhere. This can happen with your own site or across different domains. Even with the best intentions, duplicate content can sneak in, whether you have an in-house team or work with external contributors. Here are some common situations. Product and category pages, staging sites, pages with printer versions, generic website templates, multiple URLs that point to the same page. Fortunately, most website owners don't need to be concerned about SEO penalties. What types of duplicate content may lead to a Google penalty? Google knows that some forms of duplicate content are not created to manipulate search rankings, which is why they don't automatically impose penalties on every website that has them. However, there are a few types of duplicate content that can negatively impact your SEO. Content copied and pasted from other sites without proper attribution, syndicated content that's missing a proper backlink, scraped content, authorized or not, that creates duplicate issues for the original source. Publishing duplicate content isn't just bad for SEO, It can lead to Google penalties and even legal trouble, putting your brand's reputation on the line. How can duplicate content be avoided? The likelihood of Google penalties for duplicate content may be small, but their effects can be substantial. The good news? There are easy ways to prevent it. Number 1, if content syndication is a crucial part of your content marketing strategy, be sure to include a link with a canonical tag to the original content. Number 2, if Google prioritizes your archive or category pages over your featured content, you can block the indexing for those pages using the no index tag. Simply place a meta tag into your page or post's head section. Number 3, use site auditing tools to automatically check your website for harmful duplicate content. Number 4, if you outsource content, tools like CopySpace can quickly catch plagiarism, ensuring your content stays original. Number 5, if you have pages covering the same topic, an easy solution is to combine that information into a single post. Don't let duplicate content drag down your SEO. With the right strategy, you can keep your content original and search-friendly. Did you know the average blog reader only spends 45 to 54 seconds reading the page? To keep your audience from clicking away, avoid these 5 common mistakes when writing intros. Mistake number 1, lacking a clear thesis statement. Readers are motivated by a need for information. That's why they come to your site. Telling them what the piece is about up front lets them know the article matches what they're looking for. Solution? Show your reader you're giving them the information they need with a clear thesis statement addressing your reader's pain point, a specific statistic, or your high-level answer to their question. Mistake number 2, too much information. Too much info in your intro can lead to a fast outro, primarily because it overwhelms your reader. Instead, keep your intro to 1 or 2 sentences by previewing what's to come. Then you can move into the meat of the article and deliver the details. Mistake number 3, forgetting about your target audience. It's tempting to focus on what you're passionate about instead of addressing your audience's problem. When you don't address the target audience, the reader may feel the blog is meant to solve someone else's problem, not theirs. Solution: make sure your intro resonates with your target audience by imagining when, where, and why they might be reading your content. The more specific you are with who you are talking to, the more likely you are to establish a deeper, positive connection to your products or services. Mistake number 4, starting with long, dense paragraphs. A long intro comes across as a wall of text, which feels like too much work and may send your reader packing. Solution: you'll want to keep your intro to 1 or 2 short paragraphs. To do this, focus on giving your reader the minimum. This could be just a hook, a connection to their pain point, and a thesis. Mistake number 5, not including a hook. Some writers jump right into the meat of the discussion without taking a moment to grab their reader, and they may just hit the back button before you even have a chance to convey your key points. Remember, online writing is a lot like fishing. Blog hooks get your reader to bite or at least nibble on your content. Here's some of the ways to grab your readers with your blog hooks. You can also combine any of the listed techniques. Avoid these 5 mistakes and you might just reel in a nice big lead. For even more exciting tips like this, visit clearvoice.com for a personal content strategy session today.